Greetings, Jellyspoons. Welcome back to another Monday Madness. Now, last week was, pretty heavy. Don't read it. I'm going to explain why. Is no star. What is wrong with this, you may ask? Well, I'm about to tell you. A few character and place names as Peter and Wendy. Sorry, downstairs neighbours. I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew what I was getting myself into, but for those of you who did watch last week, thank you for watching last week. So this week, as I promised last time, I'm going to give you some just frivolous dumbassery. First off, I'm going to pretend to be a professional. Professional. Do I look professional yet? Are all the professionals gone? Whew, my god. Alright, so if you guys would like to support me in any way, like some of you amazing people already do, if you would like to chuck me support as and when you would like to, I have a Ko-fi page where you can support me as and when you would like to. If you are ready for a monthly commitment to me, monthly commitment to Morku. Alright, go for it. Then my Patreon starts at $3 and goes up to 10, I think. $3, $5, and $10, I think it is. If you want behind the scenes photos of what chaos I am creating, opinions when I'm trying to do things, ideas getting thrown in, suggestions that I take immediately and turn into videos straight off the bat, and most importantly, of course, pictures of my dog, then come and back me on Patreon. We have a wonderful time over there. When we get more of you, I will create a Discord server just for you guys, but there's, you know, it'd be a pretty small community of us at the moment, so I'll probably hold off on that, and people would have to talk to me on a daily basis, which I don't think any of you want. Also, if you would like to commission me, my commissions are back open again. I do personalised in-character messages. I do a lot of children's birthdays, but if it's not for a kid's birthday, don't worry, that is just my primary audience, it turns out. So if you would like a personalised message from Peter Pan, straight from the Neverland, if you would like a personalised message from Mollymauk, Lucien, or Kingsley, if you would like a personalised Shakespearean soliloquy, yes, I wrote them, from Puck from A Midsummer Night's Dream, or from another character that you can think of that you would like me to do, then you can contact me through my commissions page on Ko-fi. If there is a character that you would like me to do that is not currently listed, then feel free to message me and we can have a back and forth and see what I can do about that as well. So if you would like to support me in any of those myriad of ways, then you have my Ko-fi, you have my commissions on my Ko-fi, and of course you have my Patreon. Thank you to every single person who has already supported me in a million different ways. I love you all endlessly. Alright, Jellyspoons, let's get on with this completely random content video. Woohoo! Okay, today we are doing some D&D content because I haven't done D&D content for a hot minute. I did some of my favourite moments playing D&D, and so I was racking my brains and thinking of what just complete nonsense could I do this week, and I'm going to be using these two bad boys. Yes, they have a lot of scribble in. No, I'm not a tidy game master. This still has notes from a game I was writing like 5 years ago in it, and this has been scribbled in since I got it. They are full of stuff. But most importantly, I think we are going to have some fun. So I am going to create 3 completely random characters using these 2 books, using the Player's Handbook. I'm also going to use a few races that aren't in here. I'm going to go on, I think, D&D Beyond or something. I'm going to use a bunch more races because I love the base races. I love them very much, but there's not enough options for me. But what I'd like you guys to do in the comments as I'm making them is if you could give them a name, first and or surname, if they're a tiefling or whatever, give them another name. And if you guys want to give them any sort of story and create extra things you want to do in the comments, that would be hilarious. I would love to share this with you guys. So if you guys chuck things in as I'm going along, I will get creating. And at the very end, I have pre-filmed this. I'll make myself as a D&D character. So what else I would like you guys to do in the comments is play along with me with the 3 people I will be creating, give them names, give them stories, and also tell me what you think I would be. What impression have I given via the internet, via my TikToking cosplays, via my live streams and YouTube and stuff in general? What race, class, background, and alignment do you think I have? I will let you guys think about that. Chuck what you would like in the comments below, and then at the very end of the video, I will tell you what I came up with for myself. But for now, we're going to create 3 random people. Let's go. 13, so we're on 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Alright, what's number 30? Starting from the top or the bottom? Well, I ain't no bottom, so let's start from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 28. Goodbye, feral tiefling. 29, 30. Changeling. Why is that so wildly appropriate for me? Alright, so they're a changeling, so we've worked out their race. Alright, let's go class. We are rolling my fiery D12. I got this at MCM Comic Con. I'm happy with this. Alright, so D12. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fighter! Changeling fighter. This is just turning into me. Okay, fighter. So we have got the arcane archer, the cavalier, the samurai, or fighter, quick build, blah 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 blah. Champion, battle master, eldritch knight. Like it's hard, like a D6. All right, let's go for it. 1. I love this character already. I love them so much with my whole heart. All right, so we've got a changeling fighter who is going to be a champion. Yep, number 1 martial archetype champion. All right, we've got a changeling fighter champion. All right, let's roll for backstory. That went on the floor. 7. All right, let's go with 7. 7, hermit. Well, that figures. All right, D100. Here we go. All right, 95. You do know who your parents are. All right, so changeling fighter hermit does know who their parents are. 8. Younger. All right, we are the younger. So we are the younger of 3 siblings. We are a changeling fighter hermit who is the younger of 3 siblings. D100. I saw the word asylum and now I'm scared. All right, 43. 43, 36. Single father or stepfather. All right, so we are a changeling fighter hermit, the youngest of 3 siblings who grew up with their father or stepfather. Absent parent fate. Ooh, D4. Let's do this. What happened to mama? But what happened to mama? 1. Dead. Oh my god. All right. Changeling, fighter, hermit, youngest of 3 siblings, grew up with their father or stepfather, mother, dead. 11, okay, 11, lifestyle was modest. I became a hermit because, 1d6, let's find out. 6, because society's decadence disgusted me, so I decided to leave it behind. Well, you know what, if we grew up in quite a decent part of society, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so we are a changeling fighter hermit who grew up with a stepfather or father, dead mother, the youngest of 3 siblings, and became a hermit because they realized that society disgusted them and wealth and all this stuff. This is actually checking out annoyingly well. 39. Okay, 39. All right, so we are 39 years old, which means we get 1d6 for life events. 1 life event. All right, let's roll this D100 bad boy. All right, life events. Come on, something good. All right, 67. 67. You spent time working in a job related to your background. Start the game with an extra 2d6 gold. I'll let you guys roll for that in the comments. So, we are you saying this with me? Changeling fighter hermit who grew up the youngest of 3 siblings with a stepfather or father and a dead mother. They decided to become a hermit because they realized that the wealth of society disgusted them. And then they had 1 life event where they went to work in a job related to their field, and you start the game with an extra 2d6 gold. Nice. Weird stuff. 1. Alright. 1 on weird stuff. You were turned into a toad and remained that You were turned into a toad and remained in that form for 1d4 weeks. Maybe that was by the annoyed stepfather. Okay, how many weeks were we a toad for? Let's find out. 3. We have made a changeling fighter hermit who grew up the youngest of 3 siblings with a stepfather or father and a dead mother. We decided to become a hermit when we realized that the wealth of society disgusted us, and so we went off. We worked a job related to our field for a little while, and we start the game with an extra 2d6 of gold, but something weird happened where we were turned into a toad, and we were a toad for 3 weeks. I think I will leave it there for the first character, so that is the first character that we have. Let's move on to the second character. Why not? 37. I can math. So, 37. Let's find out. What are we? 36, 37. We are a Minotaur. What is our class? 3. Alright, number 3. So that is 3. Cleric. We are a Minotaur cleric. 1. Alright. So, the first background, which I think off the top of my head is Acolyte. Let's find out. You have spent your life in the service of a temple to a specific god or pantheon of gods. Choose a god, a pantheon of gods, or some other quasi-divine being from amongst those listed. Became an Acolyte because 4. An impassioned sermon struck a deep chord in my soul and moved me to serve the faith. Aw, that's kind of cute. That's kind of sweet. All right. Should we do parents again? Do 100 for the parents? 28. 28. You know who your parents are. Excellent. Okay, birthplace. Say cave. Please say cave. Please say cave. 79. 79. Alley or street? Excellent. All right, so to recap, we are a Minotaur cleric who became a cleric because they were moved by a sermon that they heard and they immediately went to serve the faith. They know who their parents are and they were born in an alley or the street. 7. We're one of 7 siblings and we are 2d6. 4, 5, 7. We are the oldest. So we are a Minotaur cleric who was So, we are a Minotaur cleric who became a cleric when they heard a sermon and they were moved to go and serve the faith. They know who their parents are. They were born in a back alley or street. They are the oldest of 7 siblings. All right, let's find out some more about them, shall we? 17. All right, 17. Childhood memories. I always find it easy to make friends. I loved being around people. Okay, so in the comments, if you would like to allocate them a gender from anywhere on the spectrum, sexuality if you want. More to their backstory, but most importantly, a name. Oh, and if you want to do alignment, I haven't rolled for alignment, but if you want to do alignment as well. 3 life events. All right, let's do this. 187. You fought in a battle. Oh, roll on the war table to find out what happened to you. 10. I feel like this is getting worse as it goes up. 10. You escaped battle unscathed, though many of your friends were injured or lost. Yes! 69. 69. Don't. You spent time working a job related to your background. Start the game with an extra 2 gold tick. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I am rolling good today. We're in the money. All right, so we spent some time working a job related to our background. Start the game with an extra 2d6. Okay, and the final life event for this bad boy. Or girl, or whichever. Okay, 103. So 100 plus. Something truly strange happened to you. Roll on the weird stuff table. Oh, we were supposed to get permission to roll on the weird stuff table. Never mind. Weird stuff, 1d12. D12. Alright. Don't get turned into a toad as well. Number 5. Okay. 5. You were taken captive by a race of evil humanoids. You lived as a slave until you escaped. This just got dark. So, to recap the second character we have made a Minotaur cleric who was moved by a sermon to become a cleric and lived as an acolyte. Forgot to include that bit earlier. Lived as an acolyte. Oldest of 7 brothers and sisters. They were born in a back alley or street. Some weird stuff happened where they were taken as a slave for a little while. They also spent some time working a job related to their background. Acolyte, that makes sense. And they went to war, where thankfully they survived pretty much unscathed but lost some friends along the way. Please give them names, genders, alignments, stories in the comments below. And now for the third character, and then I shall do me. Jesus Christ. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Tabaxi. Love a tabaxi. Nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rogue. Yes. That means they can be a swashbuckling rogue. Like me. Alright, so rogue. Again, I will probably not... I'll tell you what, let's see what they get for their background. Because if they get, like, sailor, then I'm totally gonna make them a swashbuckler. But okay, so they are a tabaxi rogue. Those two just go together, don't they? 8. Guild Artisan 6. Hermit 7. Noble 8. Oh, okay. Let's find out why. 2. My family has been disgraced and I intend to clear our name. That one! We're going with this one. Okay, so we are a tabaxi rogue noble who became a noble because my family has been disgraced and I intend to clear our name. Yeah, I like that one. That one's cool. Alright, let's find out some more about them, shall we? I don't care about parents. Let's skip that. Birthplace. Let's do birthplace. That's been quite fun so far. Alright. 10, 90, 100. Alright, so 100 for birthplace. What's that? An outer plane of your choice. Alright, I'll leave that one up to you. An outer plane of your choice. I know where I'm picking. Alright, so we are a tabaxi rogue noble who became a noble because their family are disgraced and they're trying to save their name and they were born on an outer plane of your choice. Nice. I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to give them no siblings. I'm going to say they are completely on their own here, but let's find out what happened to the family with a D100. 43. 43. Single father or stepfather? Oh, come on! Let's do it again. 9. 69. Don't. 69. Single mother or stepmother? Well, that's different. 1. Dead! Should we roll that again just in case? 3. Alright. Your parent abandoned you. That's kind of worse. Alright, so we have made a Tabaxi rogue noble who became a noble to restore the family's bad name. They were born on an outer plane of your choice. They grew up with a single mother or stepmother, and the father abandoned them. Ouch. Alrighty. How many life events? 8. Okay, number 1. 33. You made an enemy. Oh, you made an enemy of an adventurer. Roll a d6. An odd number indicates you are to blame for the rift, and an even number indicates you are blameless. I'm just going to roll this and see what we get. Even number. Even number. You are blameless. Yes, the rogue is blameless for once. No one ever said ever. All right, number 2. Life event number 2. 43. 43. I thought we made 2 enemies then. 43. You made a friend of an adventurer. Woohoo! Okay, you made a friend of an adventurer. Work with your DM to find out. Okay, right, you can work that out. Work it out amongst yourselves. Who do you want that to be? Okay, number 3. Okay, 77. You went on an adventure. Roll on the adventures table to see what happened to you. God, I might stop at 3 life events. That's quite enough. Adventures table, D100. All right, what happened to us? So let's find out. To our Tabaxi rogue. 44. I'm doing a lot of even numbers right now. Okay. 44. You were poisoned by a trap or monster. You recovered, but next time you make a saving throw against poison, you make the saving throw with disadvantage. Damn. 76. You went on an adventure. Roll on the adventures table. I think I just might. Okay, 77. Christ. You learned a great deal during your adventure. The next time you make an ability check or a saving throw, you have advantage on the roll. I'm going to stop there because that's plenty of life events for us to remember. Alright, so this is the final character. We have made a Tabaxi rogue who became a noble to restore their family's disgraced name. They were born on an outer plane of your choice. Decide in the comments below. They are siblingless, but they were born with a single mother or a stepmother. The father abandoned them. They went on a couple of adventures, and they have got some extra abilities here and there. They're not so happy with poison, though. They also have made 1 friend and 1 enemy. They were blameless, though, for making the enemy. So, with our Tabaxi rogue, our Minotaur cleric, and of course with our changeling fighter, if you'd like in the comments to give them a name, as many names as you would like, give them a gender if you want, give them a sexuality if you would like to as well, chuck in a few things, ideas you have for their backstory, any sort of class features you would like them to have, anything you'd like them to do at other levels. If you want to give them an alignment, you can do that as well. I enjoy alignments, I think they're great fun. But you don't have to if you don't want to. That is absolutely entirely up to you. I look forward to seeing what stories you guys create down in the comments. And of course, if you'd like to use any of these characters, feel free to do so. Now, before we get to me making myself out of D&D, I have done a naughty. I've been plugging away today, and I have actually made my friends Kat and Rowan as D&D characters. Sorry, you guys. So, I will start with Rowan. Why not? So, Rowan, I have decided. Are you ready? Rowan is a half-orc barbarian gladiator from the entertainer background. Their alignment is neutral good. Their strength is a 16, their dexterity is a 14, their constitution and intelligence are a 10, their wisdom is a 14, and their charisma is a 12. Their armor class is an 18, because they are hard as hell to hit. Backstory in brief, this adventurer Rowan started life as a successful gladiator, working as part of a group who fought to amuse crowds. They gained a reputation and a fair amount of fame too. After a few great years, they decided to hang up the leotard and become an adventurer. Kill me in the comments. As for Kat. Kat is a winter Aladrin elf. I don't know if I pronounced Aladrin correctly, but they are a winter Aladrin elf. Their class is a shadow magic sorcerer. Their background is a sage astronomer. Their alignment is true neutral. Their skills are strength and dexterity with a 10, constitution with a 14, intelligence with a 12, wisdom with a 16, and charisma with a 14. Their armor class is a 16 because although Kat is a little bit squishier than Bro and easier to hit, Kat is also tough as nails. Backstory. This adventurer cat is often misunderstood. Their ties to the darker magics can lead to some odd assumptions about their character, but they are actually a learned astronomer who can tell the short-term futures of just about anyone. Be warned though, do not cross them, for they are deadly. I made Cat and Bro. But I also made myself. Now, this is... I don't even know if this is how I see me. This was me. I spent a very long time over me because I was very indecisive, okay? So before we get to this bit, if you haven't already, chuck a guess in the comments, not in terms of you're going to be right, just tell me what you think. What do you think I would be if I was in Dungeons & Dragons? We're going 5th edition, obviously. If I was in D&D, what race do you think I would be? What class do you think I would be? What sort of background would you give me? What alignment would you give me? Just any number of those things. If you didn't get this, don't worry, I am not offended. I am genuinely fascinated. Please, please, feed my ego in the weirdest of ways and make me a D&D character. I would love to find out what you guys think. So, me. I went back and forth on my race for a really long time. I really love playing Drow and Tieflings. They are my favourite races to play, but I don't know if they are me or if it's just the ones I like to play, and I didn't want to be like, yeah, I'm like that because they're my favourites. So in the end, after reading all of the descriptions on D&D Beyond, and again, I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this properly, I actually ended up going with Satyr. Satire sounds like me, just one big satire. The fawn-like creatures with horns but not tieflings. They were described as sort of party-loving, fairly gay, frivolous folk from the Fae, and I was like, yep, sounds like me, and I love a good horn, so, you know, that's what I went with for myself. I then spent an almost equally long amount of time trying to decide what class I would like to be. I narrowed it down fairly quickly to like 2 or 3 different types, but in the end, I went for Bard. But more specifically, I went for Bard College of Swords. It seemed to be more about performing and doing stunts, and when I worked in the circus, we did a lot of stunt shows and things, and I really enjoyed doing the things with the knives, and I love just learning loads of dangerous shit, so yeah. I went for Bard College of Swords. To get more specific, though, into my background, I chose the entertainer background, and after some heated debate with myself, I chose storyteller, because although I was really leaning towards actor, which I still am, even as I'm saying it, I'm going, why didn't you just pick actor? The reason I didn't pick actor is because I think storyteller sort of encompasses both. So I can sort of be a storyteller and sort of, you know, write things down and tell stories, but also play act the stories. So I chose Bard with the entertainer background of storyteller. And that is what I chose about myself. What would I be in D&D? Give me a race, a class, a background, a backstory, a history. Give me everything. Give me an alignment. What do you think I am? If it's not chaotic, you are just incorrect. Thank you for watching this insane bit of video, my Jellyspoons. I adore you all. Thank you for hanging out on this channel. If you'd like to subscribe to me here, if you are not already, please do so. If you'd like to go and check out any of my other content, please feel free to do so. I have Monday Madness vlogs where I just talk about random things. I have Critical Role content. I have Peter Pan, a lot of Peter Pan content. I tried to post a lot of my cosplays as well. And of course, I'm doing my 12 months of cosplay challenge. I've put all those so far. I've got 6 months through the year. I've got 6 left. I've put the 6 vlogs of the 6 different cosplays I have done this year so far into a playlist for you as well. So have a look and check all those out. Thank you for watching Jellyspoons. I will see you next week on Monday Madness. I may post a story time this Friday. I haven't decided yet because I'm working quite a lot. So I will definitely see you next Monday for a Monday Madness and next Friday for a story time. There may be a story time this week, but I'm not sure, but it will definitely be next week. All right. Goodbye, Jellyspoons. Goodbye! When higher school is done, somehow, somewhere, our 2 worlds will be one.